I think one thing that it took me a long time to realize as an indie comic book creator is that the style of the art and the colors can really help dictate
Yeah.
the audience. Like people who are into a certain type of thing are going to expect a certain type of art in their books. Is that something that you knew going into this, that you wanted to be more stylized for that type of
Yeah,
um
that was probably the most important thing
mm,
before actually assembling the creative team, was just making sure that everyone was sort of on the same page creatively and could match the style of what I was going for. So it's drawn by Daniel Max, and one of the first conversations we had was like, how do you feel about fitting into the golden age of comics? And it was pretty much from the first from the first pages that he sent over, it was, just felt like he completely got it. And same with Russell Vincent Yu, who's the colorist. There are I think Daniel Max is a fantastic artist, but there are pages in the book where you can see the colors doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Like not in a way that puts down the art, but just this has to be
Enhances
in
it.
color.
I like the fact that you actually reached out to your artist and said, "Hey, does this genre and what we're doing fit with what you like to do?" Because some writers will be like, "Hey, I have this idea, I want you to draw it," and then you'll get into the actual drawing, and then they'll start throwing thing in, like, I don't know, horses or corgis, and be all like, "Are you okay with that?" And you're like, "Well, I've already 20 pages
aliens
into
and
this." Yeah.
encrypted and stuff like that.
But it's like I put out, when I reached out to artists for the project, I kind of made a point of saying, like, this is the type of comic I want to do. Preferably, if you're going to send me a portfolio, just make sure it's in the context of this. And so you end up in this place where someone's a good artist, but they just don't do the kind of art style that you want them to do, and you have to. I think I rejected like 20 something artists before I finally settled on Daniel. But yeah, I mean, making sure that you're a good fit, and a good fit more than just creatively, just like, do you work well together? Is the communication good and that kind of thing? Does everyone meet deadlines? Do you pay up front and everything? I've seen so many comics where people kind of sell it as one thing, and then you open the book and it's, someone saying like, this is like an old school 1930s science fiction comic, and you open it and it's like, it's just very, very modern, and it just doesn't really fit well together. So yeah, I completely agree.